What's going on? Part two of vlogs from Russia. I guess vlogs, documentation. I don't know, something recording in Russia. So the other day we went to his game, which was great. My man's famous. Such a hard task to bear the weight of being the girlfriend of the best player on the team. You know, it's just such a burden, but blessed to be burdened with it. So it was a great game. Anyway, some things that I've learned while being here is it can be really easy to just not do shit. And I know that just, in general, whenever you visit anywhere, whenever you travel, it's so easy to just fall out of routine and not do anything. And especially when you're in a long distance relationship and you haven't seen your man in 8 months. Yeah, 8 months. It can be easy to just, I'm here, not doing anything, but I'm here for a while. So I got to find a way to get into routine. And with it being a 15-hour time difference, it's easier but harder at the same time. So I have time to really brainstorm and get things together. But as far as being able to reach out to people and contact people and posting at the right times and having to schedule things out, it's like that part makes it a little bit tougher, but there's no excuse. So a couple of things that I have to do that I've been doing. I'm working on Sweat and Celebrate. So Sweat and Celebrate is my birthday event. So the first one that we did was last year, May. And the photographer that I had lost all the footage. So there's no recaps that I can do, but it was an amazing event. Just know that it was an amazing event. We had my partners, PhD was out there. They had their table. We had Island Punch out there. We had Butcher Box out there. We had Shay or Jade with her Shay natural hair care products out there. We had Jasmine, my other partner, with her massage therapy business. So she had her chair massages going on. So it was great. We had Lonnie, who was a bartender. So the way that the event worked, we worked out and then we drank. Sweat and Celebrate. And then I always have partners do giveaways. So we had raffles, so you can enter the raffle and you could get giveaways. And we had the Hyper Ice gun, and we had I can't remember all of the things that we had. We had some amazing giveaways, and this year we're going to have even more. So this year we are partnering with Dick's House of Sport. Shout out to Dick's House of Sport. I'm so excited to be working with them and everything that they've been putting together in Atlanta in general. They're more on the Cobb County side of things, where majority of things that I do are typically like West Midtown, Buckhead area, but Cobb County is beautiful. I went up there to the actual location and it is huge. Amazing. They have the batting cages, they have the rock climbing wall, they have all the shoes, they have all the clothes, they have everything that you could need. So we're partnering with them this year, and I'm so excited about that. So I really want to elevate the experience this year. So that's part of the things that I've been working on. And with me being in a 15-hour time difference, I have nothing but time to brainstorm and just sit with myself and my thoughts. So I've been kind of putting the stuff together for that. So stay tuned for that. Sweat and Celebrate is going to be in May. And then next year, Sweat and Celebrate is going to take flight. So Sweat and Celebrate takes flight is going to be somewhere special. So we're going to figure that out. It's going to be my 30th birthday. And we just, we got to go all out. We're going to figure it out. And it's going to be great. I'm very excited for that. So we're working on that. We've also got Atlanta Fitness Festival, which is coming up in June of this year. And I'm the Director of Logistics and Communications for that. So community engagement for that. Director of Logistics and Community Engagement. That's my title. And my job is to get sponsors. My job is to put on mini events. My job is to gain exposures and all of the things. So there's a lot of limitations that I have for that because I can't make the phone calls. I can't, I'm sending emails. And for me, they're responding back at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. And it's just a little bit complicated on that part. But, it's emails. You can respond to an email whenever you get the email. So we'll kind of see how that goes as far as just staying up to date with the things. We have an event on March 7th coming up. We have an event on March 28th coming up, and I won't physically be there for the March 7th, but I still need to make sure everything is together. But anyway, starting to ramble. But that leads into the balance thing. So we're talking about balance. We're talking about making sure that you stay on track with everything. We're talking about just not letting yourself get engulfed in just following the routines and just like going through the motions. I don't ever want you to feel like you have to just go through the motions and just exist. Okay. And that's personally where I feel like I have been for honestly a few months now. And this trip really did more for me than I expected it, honestly, because I knew I needed it. I knew I needed to see my man. I'm not gonna lie. But outside of that, I've just been going through the motions so much. And with me being a pillar in this industry, it's like you have to always be on. There's no slacking. There's no days off. There's no nothing. You have to constantly be on. And I have not been on. And I feel like it's showing up in my business. And it may, from the outside looking in, like social media, it may not seem like that. But when it comes to the back end stuff, it's definitely showing up. Clients are signing up, people are joining the community. There are things going on, and it's definitely a direct reflection of me. So for me, I know that means I have to get my shit together. I have to lock back in on my fitness. I have to lock back in on my health, cooking again. And I was relying on a meal prep service, and I got way too engulfed in that when I was like, oh, I'm gonna just get these meals. I don't have to cook anything. But you need to cook something, because this is honestly part of like the whole wellness experience, the whole wellness routine, like actually taking pride in what you're cooking and the food that you're ingesting, and taking the time to figure out how many calories you need and how much of that needs to be protein and how much of that needs to be carbs and when should you eat it, and timing around all of that, and just figuring out what that looks like for you. So that's one of the things that I am getting back to, because it's what I preach to my clients. So I'm just letting you guys in, full transparency. That is a current struggle of mine. Getting back into a routine with working out. I love to pick heavy shit up, but for whatever reason, when I go to the gym, that light just is not there lately, and I don't really know what that's about. So I am considering trying out Pilates, which this is in addition to, not replacing my strength training, because I do have a lot of injuries and that I just never really cared for, that I never took care of myself. So there are smaller things that I need to work on. There's more rehabilitation things I need to work on. And I think that adding in Pilates and working on some smaller muscles and more technical things and things like that can help me, which with my workouts, I'm still going to be adding in more of the rehabilitation stuff. And I will take y'all through that journey with me, because obviously I'm in this field, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just not doing it. So this is my accountability, from you to me, from me to you, from us together. Okay, this is our accountability to lock back in. And this is going to happen when I get back. So I'm here getting back into a routine. I'm doing stuff here with.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
This episode is powered by Thorne Supplements. So I had to bring my stuff out here with me. So we got the CoQ10. We got the magnesium glycinate, because that sleep pattern going to be a little bit off. We got the basic 2 days. Now this actually isn't the one that I meant to order. I meant to order the AM PMs, but whatever. Thorne is just great as a whole. And then we've got our ashwagandha. This is actually a new one for me, but make sure that you try out Thorne Supplements. I love them. And I've tried multiple different supplements, but this is the only one that's NCAA approved. Well, I won't say only one, but this is the main one that is NCAA approved. When I was working at Georgia Tech, that is when I first got introduced to it. And I really like it. Now, with me personally, this one is going to be the top recommendation for me, because of omega-3 helps with inflammation. My knees are shit. Okay. My knees are bad. But since I started taking this one, the omega-3 with the CoQ10, that has helped just that, all that cracking and there's still a little bit, but that pain, that inflammation, like my knees will just be swollen out of nowhere. Literally, I didn't do anything, or I did everything, and they're just as swollen. It doesn't matter. But since I've been taking this, the swelling has gone down significantly. I've been able to move better. I've been feeling better. So had to bring my Thorne Supplements with me out here to Russia. Okay? Don't go anywhere without them. This episode is powered by Thorne Supplements. Get you some. There's a discount code in the description. Make sure that you order yours today. Getting into some kind of routine while I'm here. So starting to stretch, doing more stuff with the bands, and doing just moving more. And as soon as I get back, I'm going back to my athlete style training. So the agility, the speed work, the conditioning, the strength training, all of the things. But the mistake that I made last time was I was not taking care of my body. So you can work out, you can do all the things and just run yourself into the ground. But if you're not taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, then it doesn't matter. No amount of workouts is going to fix that. And I honestly think that that's part of the reason why I haven't really been going to the gym. And that hasn't really been a priority for me, because I know that there are other things that I need to work on. Because I've done this time and time again where I'm in a routine of going to the gym and doing the things, and I'm going at 5 a.m. and it's not a problem. Like, the workouts are not the problem, but I'm not seeing results and I'm injuring myself and I'm just burning myself into the ground because I'm not taking care of my mental health. I'm not taking care of my nutrition. I'm not doing the things I need to do. I'm literally just going through the motions. Wake up, go to the gym, come home, do work literally all day, go to work, come back, sleep, redo the routine, right? There was no real intention behind it. And I preach, be intentional with everything that you're doing. And I just was not doing that. I just wanted to check the box, get the workout done. Did I do the workout today? Boom, cool. But am I seeing results from it? No, because number one, I'm injured. So I'm pushing through pain, which there are instances where, yes, you do need to push through pain, but if you're not doing the things in the rehab space to really figure out why this is going on, are you checking your movement patterns? Am I just moving wrong? And instead of taking a step back and really figuring out what the problem is, I just kept pushing through it until I burnt myself out to the point where I don't even want to do this anymore. And that's what I'm talking about. That light was just gone. That desire to even go and see the results, even though I know what it does. I know that going to the gym will make me happier. I know that I will have a better day after I go to the gym. I know that I will feel better physically. I understand that. But at the same time, because I did not recover enough afterwards, the amount of pressure and taxing my body that happened over time just took over. I wasn't fueling myself after. So I'm working out. I'm burning 1,000+ calories working out with the type of workouts that I'm doing. I'm lifting heavy. I'm exhausting myself doing this, and I'm not refueling my body. And I'm doing that over and over again and expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. So what are we going to do to fix it? We are going to be way more intentional. I am so intentional about entrepreneurship, and I am way less intentional about actually caring for myself. Business growth, I prioritize that so much, to a fault even, honestly, because I've always known that running my own business is what I wanted to do. I've known that. I've had the bigger goal. So no matter what happens, I'm going to figure out how to get the meetings done. I'm going to figure out how to get the work done. No matter how I feel, if there's something going on, I'm going to figure it out. But when it comes to my own self-care and doing the things that I need to do for myself, that always fell on the back burner. It just wasn't as important. So we adjust by being more intentional about the things that we're doing. Why are we doing this? There are journal prompts out there specifically for this. And I used to journal religiously. Like, I just writing stuff down in general. Didn't even realize that I was journaling until, later down the line. But I used to do it religiously. And I have a special notebook that I was using. And I even brought a blank one here. I think subconsciously I knew that that's something that I needed to really be doing in this time of absence, or whatever you want to call it. So it's going to start with that. It's going to start with just brain dumping and realigning with my goals and really figuring out what that why is. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to feel better? Why do I want to move more? Why do I want to get back to that version of me? Who was that version of me? So journaling, figuring that out. Nutrition, figuring out why I have this unhealthy relationship with food. I've never sat down and really thought about it. I've just accepted it. I'm a picky eater, so can't really eat too much, or just kind of just accepting it for what it is and not really trying to figure out the deeper reason why. And I think that now I'm really finally in a space where I'm like, okay, enough is enough. We can't just not eat, because I literally will go an entire day without eating. And it's gotten so bad to the point where even when I do eat, I just instantly feel nauseous. Or even if I'm in the process of cooking, just smelling the food or thinking about food in general just makes me sick to my stomach. And I feel like if I eat too much or once even start eating, I can still feel hungry, but I feel like if I continue to eat, I'm going to throw up. Like literally it's going to come back up. And I don't know. It's like hearing it, it's like, duh, that's not okay. What are we doing? Let's figure it out. If a client came to me and told me that, we're going to get to the bottom of it and figure out why this is happening. What is going on? What is the root of this? There's something internally, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's, I don't know. There's something happening that needs to be evaluated rather than just saying, oh, well, went another day without eating. And then going days and days without eating, or only eating a little bit at a time and not refueling and not recovering, leads to me not wanting to go to the gym and not having energy throughout the day and taking naps all day and sleeping and all of the things. Everything is connected. So it starts with number 1, journaling, brain dumping, figuring out the why. Number 2, understanding and evaluating the nutrition side of things. And then number 3, having a plan. What is the plan? And that's where my specialty comes in. So I can't even, but that's part of the process. When you're getting back into this and when you're trying to really align yourself with your goals and the best version of you, we need a plan. We can't just say, oh, I'm going to go take these classes and I'm going to go do this workout. Like, that's cool, but you need something that's specific to you, because if you don't, then you're going to get burnt out. And you're not even really going to be able to see the results because it's not specific to you. It's not something that resonates with you and your body. And I understand some people prefer, oh, I want to take classes or I want to do this, which is cool. But understand that we still need something more customized, something more intentional. And that's just my personal opinion. You need something that is for you. A class is going to be for everybody, but you need something that is specifically for you. Whether that's you taking classes 2 days a week, you doing a customized workout 2 days a week on your own, something like that, that's better. So for me, I've been wanting to get back into my athlete training. So my agility work, my speed work, my really sprints, getting back into the sprints, getting back into the plyos, things like that. So that's what it's going to look like. But it can't look like that unless I dial in on my nutrition. So the first part of this really needs to be getting tuned in on that. And as much as I want to jump to the workout part, because that's, I look forward to that. Once I have a plan, once I feel like everything is set up and I'm back in this mindset of I want better for myself, then I'm ready to just get back to the workouts, and then the cycle repeats. All right. So I have to really be disciplined here and not allow that to happen. Really dial in on the mindset, really dial in on the nutrition, and then I can go into the workouts because I will be able to better sustain that long term. So as soon as I get back, the first week is really going to be nutrition focused. I'm going to create a plan like I would with my clients. I'm going to literally break down everything that I know about myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, as if I am one of my clients. And then I'm going to create a program. Just no bias opinions, none of that. So I'm going to actually take the time to sit down and do that for myself. Deal? Okay, deal. And I do think I am going to add in Pilates, at least maybe one day a week of an actual Pilates class. Now, I don't know what these Pilates prices are looking like, so we're going to have to see about that. Because, and here I go, what? I say this to my clients, cost doesn't matter, but it does matter at the same time because I've never done it. So we're going to see. We're going to try it out. I'm open to trying it out. And if it's something that I feel is actually, beneficial to the overall goal, then is something we'll stick to. And maybe I'll partner with somebody. Maybe I'll partner with somebody that does Pilates and allow them to teach me and help me through this journey. So that's where we're at. This is part 2, not day 2, part 2 of my vlog of being in Russia. Not really much sightseeing or anything going on today, but we will still be doing the workout at the gym. I will drop another at-home workout in the comments, I will drop another at-home workout in the description, so you'll have something else that you can go off of. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe. If there's something else you want to see specific, comment in the comments below and let me know, because this is all new to me, but I really want to get this YouTube going, and I kind of got a good feeling about this. I like it. So see y'all later. Okay, bye.